about home. They're married to real estate.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast for people who love real estate and want to become inspired and informed. Whether you are a newbie real estate agent looking to get tips and learn a thing or two, or maybe you are a savvy property owner who wants to get a jump on the market, this is the place for you. We discuss our passion for real estate and people. We bring together our personal experiences as well as our guests to learn from each other. You'll hear from experts in sales coaching, real estate law, mortgage lending, investing, and many local business owners on how to grow your business or your investment in real estate. I'm Mary Forrester.
I'm Mary McCauley.
And I'm Mary Elliot.
And we are
Married to Real Estate. Hey there, everybody. It is the Marys, and our honorary Mary today is Andrea Poulin, and we're going to get to her in just a minute. But how are my Marys? I didn't have Mary McCauley at our last episode, so hi, friends.
Hi, missed you, ladies.
Missed you.
Missed you a lot.
Missed you.
No, I had some personal business yesterday that was unavoidable, and it had a really positive outcome. So
yay.
Thrilled
for you.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Getting stuff done.
Yep, getting it done. So, I was sorry to miss our guest, Mamie Parker, but I will catch that episode like I know all of our loyal listeners will
They
too.
sure will, and they should, because she's, wow, what a woman. Like, so impressive to get to talk to her. Thank you for bringing her in, Mary
Definitely.
Forrester. She's
Definitely.
great. How about you? Anything new since yesterday?
So remember the number 11 yesterday?
Yes.
Mamie is the youngest of 11 children
Yep.
from Arkansas, Louisiana. And then yesterday was our 11th episode.
Oh,
That's
And
right.
then last night I was on a meeting in which a woman announced she is the eldest of 11.
Oh, how funny.
What a
Wow.
day, huh?
Right, that's
what a day.
How-
a number.
And that ties into me, because my oldest son was telling me about why he got a tattoo of the number 22. So, 2 11s.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, great.
But life is good, and since I saw you yesterday, life is even just better. So
Awesome.
I'm so looking forward to talking to Andrea today.
I am
me
too.
too.
I am so thrilled to have my dear friend Andrea Poulin here, who is a Westford business owner, and I've really been looking forward to getting some local business owners in, but she's also such a good friend of mine, and we've been through a lot together over the last 4 years, sort of watching our kids go through high school together and all of our other life stuff together. She was such an angel to me when I was furloughed from AP Durham and had sort of directionless life going on.
Before real estate.
I was doing my real estate classes, but I wasn't really doing much else. And she's like, hey, I need somebody to come help me, because business is actually doing really well. And she couldn't keep up with everything. So I got to spend that summer not just doing my real estate classes, but and then waiting for my license exam to hang out with Andrea and do more dermatology stuff and put my previous knowledge to use, which was helpful usually, unless it came down to calculating Botox in a different way, which I couldn't do.
It's like new math.
It was total new math. Yeah. So she was a saint to me in that way, and then was also kind enough to let me go when real estate got really busy.
I lost her to real estate.
Yeah, she knew it was going to happen.
Your
but-
loss, our gain, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, just refer her business, and she can refer you business.
That's kind of the plan. Yeah, like a few people in the office have gone since I've been at KW. I'm just saying.
Do tell. Oh no, next episode. Tune in next week.
Yeah, we could have
Right.
no. That
For the
that would
tell-all?
break her.
No, just
She's a
kidding.
true professional. She would never do that.
Of course not. I'm just kidding.
HIPAA.
Yeah,
all
HIPAA's a
that good
thing.
stuff.
In fact, that bleeds over into my real estate conversations. I still feel so bound by HIPAA in my conversations. I don't ever say my client, Mary McCauley is doing X, Y, Z, and she's approved for $500,000. I would never say that
That's a good
stuff.
thing.
Anyway, so
None of us
welcome,
do.
Andrea.
Thank you.
So
Happy to be here.
I want you to tell us about, because you're a medical esthetician currently, right? What's
Yep.
your official title right now?
Well, I'm still a physician assistant.
Yep.
By training, and I guess
Yeah.
med spa owner, medical esthetician.
Right, but you've worn a lot of medical hats
I
up
have.
until this point.
I have,
Yes.
yeah.
And you come from a really medical family.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. My we grew up, talking about medicine all the time because my dad is a doctor. My brother is an orthopedic surgeon. My uncle was a doctor. My grandfather was a doctor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cousin's
In your
a
DNA,
doctor.
basically.
It really
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
At the
So-
most basic level.
Yeah. And, you know, I initially had started going to school for nutrition and food science, and then, you know, years of listening to medical jargon and discussions at the dinner table kind of piqued my interest more in the science and medical aspect of that. So I decided to go to PA school because I wanted to have a good family work balance, and I think, you know, medical school is a lot of training and
Yeah.
residency, and then it's hard to balance sometimes. Obviously, people do a really good job of it, but I didn't want to commit that much time to that. So being a PA was a happy medium.
Yeah.
I spent 3 years in surgery at the VA doing vascular and general surgery.
That's
Oh, wow.
amazing.
That was
That's
fun.
highly technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long surgeries with
Uh-huh.
vascular stuff, but it was super interesting, and the vets are amazing.
I love vets. Yep.
Was that, because I know so much about you personally, was that when you were in doing vascular stuff before Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I left on maternity leave when
Okay.
I had Josh, and then, so Mary, you know, but other Marys don't. He was born with a congenital heart defect, so he was missing his pulmonary artery was kind of the biggest
Wow.
thing.
Yeah.
So he was in and out of children's every week and had his first open heart surgery at like 3.5 months. So
Oh, wow.
I
So
did
you
not
knew
go back to
so much, but
Right. Was it
you
a-
must have had that, too much knowledge is a
Right, a
terrible
blessing or a
thing.
curse.
Yeah.
It was both.
Yeah.
Curse in that I scrubbed in for a lot of cardiac
wow.
surgeries, so I knew exactly what they do.
Yep.
Wow.
And that they stop the heart and
Yeah.
put it on this machine, and it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I was able to advocate for him.
Yeah.
At a level that I'm sure most parents can't.
Right.
Exactly.
exactly.
And she continues to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just worked per diem and part-time at St. Vincent's in the emergency department for 17 years after that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And even not doing it full time, I kind of got burnt out.
Yeah.
The hours are long. My daughter has some mental health issues, so working 10 or 12 hours plus a commute plus
Yeah.
staying late was tough. So I kind of just, I don't know, somebody I was with was talking about, doing Botox, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. Like, I'd like to do that. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm used to using needles and suturing people's faces and arms and cutting people open. All sorts of stuff.
That does not sound fun to me.
I was going to make an
calling,
appointment.
yeah.
I was going to.
Not in her current practice.
She does. That's the good thing. That's
just
what
teasing
makes her
you.
even better.
That's right. I know what I'm doing.
Obviously, a love of this.
Right.
Yeah. So I took a couple classes where it's an intense full day program, and you practice on real people, and then you go back a few times to practice more until you've got the hang of it, and then most people will go work for somebody else or just kind of do
Right.
it on the side. And I don't even know why, but I was like, I'm just gonna open my own place.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah. I know why, because you're a very driven, motivated person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted
Yeah.
to make my own hours. I never really thought it would grow like it has.
Mm-hmm.
So there've been a lot of learning curves along the way, and it's been great, but I've had to learn a lot about business, which I
Yeah.
knew nothing about.
We do
before.
too as
Right.
realtors.
Yes.
Let's
It's-
forget
yes.
we're business owners
Yeah.
too.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
such a learning curve, and you do forget because you jump in with a passion, and you're like, I know I like doing this, and this will be fun, and then you're like, oh, there are bills to be paid and taxes to pay attention to.
I know about that.
Yeah.
And you make mistakes, and you think, oh, the mistake I made is the end of the world,
Yeah.
and nobody has done it before. And you just realize how over serious you are about it.
Yeah, but one of the things I'm always most impressed with Andrea about is those things don't seem to knock her down very
Oh,
much. You get hit with some, like with Josh, your children, in any name a thing, there are big things going on in your life that could knock a person down. You open a business and then the like a new place, and then the pandemic hits, and you could have just folded and closed the doors and said, well, I'm not doing this. But you didn't. You dug in and you found ways to keep the doors open and see patients and give, tests. You were doing antibody tests and rapid tests and all of that stuff.
That was definitely a scary time. I had just moved to Westford from Acton in October, and then I think we had to close. It was March 13th was my last.
March 13th was everybody's last day. That's right.
Friday the 13th.
Day
Friday
the world
13th, we remember it well.
And I remember that day I had met with one of my reps for my machines, and we had gone to a bunch of different businesses in the area, sort of talking to them about partnering up, and then that was it, because we were closed for 101 days, actually. I counted.
Per the town of Westford, or was that Massachusetts?
I think Massachusetts. And we decided to open up a COVID testing site in Littleton.
Smart.
And we
So
did
smart.
some, home, like we sold stuff, product, and I delivered it to people's houses. It was, but I
So
still
you
had
got
to pay
creative.
rent.
She did. Yeah,
Which is impressive.
And you try to just build your brand and, use that opportunity to tell people what you do. And then we were fortunate enough that business definitely picked up as soon as we reopened. I mean, it was funny. I had people texting me, "Can you just come to my backyard?"
Oh yes, I did that. It's so true. My hairdresser,
Right.
Can you please
Right.
come on, just
Like,
Go outside.
It's really not safe. I can't. I would like to, but I can't.
I definitely think I was on that list. I was saying, like, by the pool, we could just do this by the pool.
So, and then since then, it's just continued to grow, fortunately. We've brought on a bunch of
New staff members.
I actually hired a front desk office person.
Oh, perfect.
Social media person, and
Big
I have
time.
2 other
Yeah.
injectors.
Love
and I have an electrologist, esthetician. So
She's
we've
going like
got stuff going.
gangbusters. It's
so
awesome.
tell us what you do. Tell us the good stuff. Tell us what people are buying these days in services.
So I think our most popular treatment is probably Botox, or some form of it. Botox is the
A toxin.
brand name that everybody knows because it's been advertised forever. But a lot of people don't know that there are actually 3 other neurotoxins that are similar. But Botox,
I also think
Xeomin.
a lot of people don't know that people get Botox as much as they do.
Oh my gosh!
You know,
they have no
like
idea.
there are so many people. Like there are some people you looked at on the street and like, oh yeah, they get something done. But then so many people that you would never guess.
Right.
You know,
Or you might just say, "You look really well rested."
That's exactly what people tell me. Like
Yep.
they come in and they said, "Oh, I love it." Nobody even noticed. They just asked if I did my hair differently, or I look rested, or my skin looks better. And I'm like, hey, your skin's smoother, your eyes are more open. You look more rested. So, I think people have such the wrong impression of what you'll look like.
Those horror
Yeah.
stories, those shows of botched, or
Yes.
or where someone, you're like, this is my excited face and this is my sad face, and this is my, like nothing ever changes.
Yes.
Right.
You need a
Exactly,
lot
Mary
of
Forrester.
When Stella Ward went on to New York CSI, she was like, just totally frozen.
Yep.
There was nothing.
Terrible.
I mean, it was terrible.
It's too much.
I
It
couldn't
is.
look at it. I
Yeah.
just couldn't look at it.
But we kind of pride ourselves on bringing out people's natural beauty
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
really making them just look a little more refreshed. I am not. I mean, if you look at me, you can tell. Like I don't think I look fake or
Not at all.
stiff or anything.
Yeah,
And
no.
so I always tell people, look at your injector, because if they look overdone, then they're going to encourage you to be overdone. But
Ooh,
Yeah.
good inside tip.
It's a very good
yeah,
tip.
you like you can see wrinkles on my face and some sagging, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Like
Yeah.
I'm 46.
We're not trying
I
to
should have
hide.
something.
Exactly. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's probably our most popular. We do a lot of Diamond Glow facials, which are
I love that.
like everybody's favorite thing. So,
Tell me more.
Oh,
so
Mary,
that is
you have to get
and
one.
the
Yeah.
skin looks amazing. So it uses a diamond grit tip to exfoliate the outer layer of dead skin, and then at the same time, it infuses a serum that we choose, be it a skin brightening serum or a hydrating serum, and then it also extracts everything from your pores.
Yes.
So it's like
Wow.
flushes everything out and shoves the good stuff in, and
Yep.
then your skin just glows.
Sounds
so
wonderful.
hydrated
Yeah.
and light feeling, and
Yeah.
just it was
You just feel
wonderful.
Like a
clean.
detax for your face.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
it's truly
Love
like a
that.
detox.
We need to have a field trip.
I know.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should have done
Okay.
that before.
We should have done
should've.
before, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we can do some before pictures.
Sort of a
pictures
big
and
day.
after.
Afterward, yes.
Yeah.
We can bring Andrea back.
Okay.
She can see, do the before and
Yeah.
after.
Oh wow, yeah.
Love
We
it.
could even film while you're there.
Oh my gosh.
road
Now we're
trip.
talking. We'll bring
Nick.
Nick. Nick's coming.
Camera.
Nick's day out at the
unit.
spa.
Right. I wanted to ride in that van.
I bet Sarah would come too,
Yeah,
the director.
yeah.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
a whole deal.
Yeah, that
We
would be
love
fun.
field trips and road trips.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of people don't know that we do other stuff too, besides
Right.
like Botox and fillers. So we have an electrologist who is well established, and she actually has a lot of transgender clients. So
So you're removing hair, is that
yeah,
basically
and
it?
so we do laser hair removal, and then we also do electrolysis. Electrolysis is actually technically the only form of permanent hair removal. So for people undergoing gender reassignment surgeries,
Right.
they need to make sure every single hair is gone. With the laser, it goes away, but you can occasionally get some stray hairs growing back. But when you're reconstructing
Yeah.
that area,
Yeah.
it has to be free of hair. So, so she does a combo of them, the two.
Yeah.
And then she does people's chins and ears and things like that.
Yeah, so
There you go.
Nobody wants-
Menopause mustaches.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. I know not what you
Not
speak.
yet.
I don't.
stand by. In 10 years you'll know.
I won't, because Andrea's going to be my friend for life.
I'll say,
Mary, why
I
don't
knew
you
that
come on
Mary
in?
Elliot was smart.
Yeah.
Plans
Pick my
ahead.
friends wisely, everyone.
So as our lips thin out, I see, I don't see too many people, but I had a relative, and it's a joke in the family. This person was always very thin and very stern, and she had no lips anyway. But then at about 70, she had her lips done, and it was like, it was
Permanent pucker.
like,
Yeah,
like a fish,
duck face. Yeah.
And so it was a joke. But this was like 30 years ago also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there are a lot of different products you can use for filler, depending what look you're going for and what area of the face you're treating. So
Right.
there are just more like hydrating fillers that give you sort of a subtle, soft look to the lips. And then, a lot of the 20-somethings want more noticeable.
Kardashian lips.
don't worry,
or
look at me.
Angelina Jolie lips, my generation.
I want that.
Yeah. They do. They are. It's kind of trending that way, right? Like that's what you said. You were just doing some training, right? And everybody wanted to come and get their big old lips, done.
yes.
Like, I don't want to do that
I don't-
anymore.
I just don't want mine to
Model
disappear into my face, like like a
Yeah.
crater.
Yeah.
Being
Like
sucked in.
inverse
Yeah.
lips is
When we
not.
lose our teeth, too.
Yeah, it happens. Actually, our bone structure changes in our jaw. So it sort of
draws your lips in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then your mentalis, which is your chin muscle, gets shortened, so your chin kind of pulls up. And then you lose volume in the lips because we don't produce the hyaluronic acid like we do when we're,
Yeah.
a teenager or
Yeah.
early 20s. So everything kind of shrivels up. So
It's amazing how much science is behind
There
something
is
that
so
just
much.
seems beauty to me.
Right.
I mean, and
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
like I, it's interesting. And so when you do say like med spa or medical aesthetics,
It's
what is
a
it?
tough
Hello.
word.
Blah.
Aesthetics. Yeah, I know. It's tough.
You forget.
Yeah.
Because the immediate thought is, oh, that's a beauty thing.
Yeah.
But it's not really. There's
Right.
a lot more
Not,
to
and,
it.
and I always try to educate my clients about why this is happening to their face or body and the purpose of what we're doing.
Right.
It's not to make you look fake. It's just to, we want to put filler on your cheekbones to lift things back up like they used to because
Right.
they start flattening and we lose. Our fat starts dropping. We lose volume in our upper cheeks. So we just revolumize. It's not like we're really sticking stuff where it doesn't
Exactly.
belong.
It's
Right.
revolumizing.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
really good perspective.
Yeah.
But that's also why it's really important to choose somebody who's a PA or, at the same level to do your injections, because as you're saying, there is so much science in there. There are nerves that go places. You stick a needle in that, you have, palsy on your face for a while or for forever, and you need somebody to know what they're doing and where they're going with that needle. And so, like, have you seen poor results come in and you've been like asked to fix somebody's bad work before?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
People, I got a Groupon for this. Or,
And they're out there all the time.
They
And they
are.
did it at the hairdresser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I went to a Botox party and this person came to the house and, I would love to have a Botox party, but at the spa,
Yeah.
bring your friends.
In the
bring
medical
some
environment,
wine.
right.
Yeah. And let us bring the person into the exam rooms.
Right.
With
Yeah.
all
Do it
our
right.
stuff.
clean
Make it fun,
space.
but do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Or, I got it cheap, so I went here. And the most important thing is educating yourself about your injector.
Yep.
Somebody's putting needles in your face.
Exactly right. Yeah.
It's like, having a surgery. You wouldn't just go to any old surgeon without researching them. I feel like you should know who your injector
Yeah.
is and how they're trained. So, I do pride myself on having 20 years of experience
Yeah.
in the medical field, and
You should.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of hard
it's a
work.
lot.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's a
And
lot
I
of
still keep up with
knowledge.
it. I read journal articles. I do continuing ed courses.
It was when I stopped working for a doctor, doing the same things, essentially, I needed a place, that practice was shut down and my Botox is going to wear off. And what was I going to do?
Mary just outed herself.
I'm outing myself. Nothing but transparent. That's me.
and you look beautiful.
But see, look how natural
I
she
know.
looks.
Right,
Yeah.
but people
Never-
don't really guess it, and they
Nope.
just, ask me for my ID to,
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
and I thank Andrea in my head every time. No, but it was, it was going to wear off, and I didn't want to just go to somebody's Botox party or find the cheapest option for me. I needed to trust who was going to put those needles in my face, because I did too know too much, and that one wrong placement of your Botox and you can't see out of your left eye for a long time, so you don't want somebody who is just willy-nilly shoving a needle in your face. And so that's the reason why I trust Andrea so much.
She's the youngest, right?
I know.
Forget it.
I know.
We're going to beat her.
You're gonna, yeah,
Now
really
it's
have.
now it's on.
now it's
Game
on.
on, yeah.
Okay.
It's on. Sell
But
a
you
few
have
houses.
beautiful skin,
Oh, yeah,
Mary.
beautiful.
You
yeah,
do.
You really do
beautiful.
have
You really
gorgeous
have
So I'm
gorgeous
skin.
71, so that's
Oh my
that's why.
God.
I know, right?
I know.
That's right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
And I was thinking of my
You're
mother.
dewy.
My mother aged really well, and as I look at my sibs, none of us look like each other. But as we're aging, boy, we look more like our mother now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because we are losing, whatever unique
The volume.
kind of volume that we
Yeah,
have,
elasticity
and
and
it's
all that.
fascinating to see your aunts look just like your mother.
Yeah.
10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
I have a lot of clients who come in and say, I look in the mirror and I see my mother.
Yeah, it's happening to me. My whole neck is turning into my mother. It's so true. from like lower lip to collarbone, you
All your
could not
mother?
tell the difference between me and my mother.
I had a dermatologist when I had cystic acne very young in life, and I had a surgical dermabrasion. That's what
Yeah.
they were doing when I was in my 20s.
Yeah,
And the surgeon kept saying, stay out of the sun.
Yep.
And he said, and when you're in your 60s, you're going to be so happy
Yeah.
that you had oily skin.
Yeah.
You're going to, and it's
It's true.
true. It's really true. I didn't believe it. But of course, you don't live in your 60s when you're in your 20s.
Right. No, you can't even imagine being that age.
Yeah,
Let alone 30.
40 is a pretty age.
so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have my staff is obviously very well trained. Kristen is
Yeah.
one of my colleagues, my nurse who works for me, and she worked at Neshoba in the emergency department
Yep.
for I think 17 years as well. So
Yeah, lots of experience.
She's awesome with IVs. We do IV hydration and vitamin infusions.
Right.
So she's like queen of the IVs.
What's that for?
If you're not feeling great, if you're run down, if you feel like you're getting a cold, if you're going to a party or a wedding and you want to not have a hangover, or if you have a hangover and want to be
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The Ivy Lounge. Yeah, Ivy Lounge at her place
Yes.
is very relaxing. You just go
Love it.
lay on a lounger and get some fluids and come out feeling like $1 million bucks.
we've had a bunch of people come in after like COVID.
Yes,
They
that
still
makes
feel
sense.
That
tired.
sounds really
Makes
good.
sense.
Yeah.
We've given them a good dose of IV vitamins and minerals, and they feel great. So,
And you do B12 injections
Yep.
too for
Yep.
people.
yeah, those are great.
That's
for
awesome.
energy and
That's really awesome. Does insurance cover any of that, or do you have to file it yourself? Or?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
We take FSA, HSA cards.
Right.
It's
So
okay, yeah.
some people use those, but other than that,
For the
Yeah.
most part, it's
Yeah.
out of the pocket.
It definitely is, yes.
Yep.
So that's why we have to sell a few houses.
Yeah.
And then we
Exactly.
haven't
Let's
even
get
gotten
going.
into. Yeah, we got to. Let's do it, guys.
Right.
We haven't even gotten into your lasers.
Oh, do
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Can you
some-
shape the body with the lasers? Is-
Actually, we do have a body shape,
Yes.
body contouring device. It's called True Sculpt. Similar to Cool Sculpting, but better in my opinion because it uses heat instead of freezing the fat.
Yeah.
So with the heat, it's radio frequency heat, so you get skin tightening and lifting as well as fat reduction.
Bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one
Yeah.
treatment alone, you get 24% fat reduction in that area that we're treating.
All right. So I'd only have like 10,
Let's see,
20,
square inches.
30 treatments to go. You got to start somewhere.
People sign up for like year-long packages, though, don't they?
Yeah,
Like,
or they'll- we're actually running a huge promo right
Ooh,
now.
tell us.
60% off.
Oh, wow.
Until the end of the month.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So
Crazy,
you could buy
crazy.
a few sets.
Yep.
All at 60%.
So does it come
off.
back?
No, it's permanent. Permanent.
I knew God was going to answer
The wheels
that. Answer my prayers. I knew it.
God is listening.
Today I was sure.
Bikini season isn't that far off, Mairi Foster.
I say, summer bodies are made in the winter, right?
That's right. That's right.
I worked out so hard over the winter.
That's right. Summer
Don't
bodies
make
are
me
made in the
clap,
winter.
Yeah.
Spring market houses are made in the winter.
There's
Let's
a
go,
lot going
people.
on.
Yes.
Oh, we are
Get
loving
busy.
this. We
Yeah.
are loving this. Tell us more.
Yeah, so we can do it on the chin.
Yes.
Jowls.
Yes.
Anywhere on the body. We've done above the knee, thighs, love handles.
Anything jiggly
bra
and wiggly.
fat.
Anything jiggly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only place
Got
we
it.
can't do is like the man boobs. Can't do it
Right.
over the chest. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh, why is that? Because of the
probably the
heart?
heart.
Yeah,
and
you don't
and
want
the
to
ribs.
fry the
like
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
okay.
close to things.
Probably be bad.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's why, you need a medical expert. Because I'd be like,
Yeah.
how about here?
Everywhere. My whole body.
Oh,
and
my
then
gosh.
we do microneedling. We do our big new machine is the Potenza, which is radio frequency microneedling. Kim Kardashian actually does it. She goes under general anesthesia and has her entire body done.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it uses
That's
the radio
extreme.
frequency heat that they use in the True Sculpt.
So
and
she's
then-
never going to age. Is that
Right.
what's, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anywhere.
When you have millions of dollars,
Right,
you can
I
just
guess.
do your whole
Just
body.
might as well.
Freeze yourself.
Does it do anything to the bones? Does it?
No, it
No.
just penetrates to the dermis where the skin cells are produced. So it creates like micro trauma to stimulate the wound healing cascade and collagen production. And then when you add in the radio frequency heat, you get lifting and tightening. So
It's very cool.
Wow, explains
Yes.
a lot with her now that you said
Right?
that. Yeah.
So I read that she is reducing her derriere.
oh, finally.
Yeah,
That's good.
she's finally reducing her tush. she's. I mean, I
Hard
guess-
hitting news. You heard it here first.
breaking news out of Westford, Mass. today.
Mary Forster, what do you do in your spare time?
Oh my God, we're making Nick die laughing.
Oh my gosh. I don't, she must have implants in there. Or something.
Yeah.
She must.
There was a
If
whole
she's
controversy
reducing
years
it,
ago about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
She needs to.
Oh
Yes.
boy. Okay.
All
well,
right.
It's
wow.
a strange look to me. It's a very strange look. But you're on kind of the edge of these, various looks like lips and things like
Yeah.
that.
Just nothing that extreme.
Is that a
obviously.
job hazard for you, though? Do you sort of look at everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, and say like, oh, what's going on here?
Like
Yeah.
you probably drive by people's houses and say,
Yes.
"Oh, I'd love to list that house."
Yes, yes, yes.
Or you
Yeah,
walk
it's the same
in
thing.
and you're like,
You'd like to suck the fat out of that lady's chin or something. I love
Yeah.
it. She could use a little oomph.
She's like planning everybody's,
I know. Please do.
injection.
Yes.
Like I see people and they're like, I know you're looking at my wrinkles. I'm like, I'm not. I'm looking at your face. I'm not.
That's
You
a
know,
job
some people-
hazard.
Some people don't care, and that's
Right.
great. Like if you don't care about your wrinkles, then
Yeah.
neither do I.
Exactly right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly
funny.
right.
If they bother you, then we'll talk.
Have
And
you
that's-
had to turn anyone away that's been like, I want lips bigger than my face, or something?
I actually have a friend that she was hesitant to do it, and we started with a very small amount, and then she was like, "Oh, I love them," and then she came back
Yeah.
and did more, and then she came back and we did more, and she's like, "I want them a little bigger," and I said, "Nope,
No.
we're not doing it anymore. That's
Yeah,
it.
good for you.
Yeah, and they actually
exactly.
like stayed very plump for like 3 years. So we
Oh,
just
really?
recently did, another
So
surgery.
you're not gonna, encourage the out of control.
Absolutely
No.
no, it's
Which
terrible.
is your professionalism at play.
Yeah.
obviously.
You know, it'll stretch when you don't have loss of volume and you
Yeah.
put filler in there. It can stretch your skin.
Yeah.
You know, with
And then they sag.
And then when it
Yeah.
deflates, so like over
Yeah.
the year or two, then
Exactly.
you have flabby lips.
Right.
Nobody wants
Yep.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody wants that.
Flapping around in the wind.
I don't think we've laughed as much.
I know.
I told you it was going to be a good one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where is your medical spa, or what's it
We're
called?
not
Where
far.
is
It's
it?
called Sorelli Medical Aesthetics, and everybody asks where the name Sorelli came from.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of people use their last name. Poulin Medical Aesthetics sounded
Yeah.
kind of weird. So it was actually my husband's idea. Sorelli is an Armenian word pronounced Sireli, and it is means lovely or beauty.
Oh, love.
Oh, that's
So
fantastic.
I'm Armenian.
You're Armenian.
And she's Armenian.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, would be awkward if you weren't.
I just really like the culture.
A little cultural appropriation.
Hence the need for laser hair removal.
Oh my gosh. That's why you became an expert in the field.
Exactly. But we're not far from here. We're at 285 Littleton Road in Westford.
Where's
Kinda
that?
like-
Where's that?
That's a plaza.
Like right down the street from our office.
It's diagonally
Yeah.
across almost.
Oh, okay.
It's like halfway between Cornerstone and Kimball's,
Okay.
next to Bach Honda on that same side.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
right, yes,
It's little
right.
condos. It's what's it called?
I don't remember.
Liberty Place.
You're looking at
Okay.
me.
You know,
We're the real estate agent. We're real estate agents, and we work across
Okay.
the street in Westford. Maybe we'd know.
Okay, fine.
Liberty Place.
Liberty Place. It's
Right,
that. Mary
right,
McCauley
of course.
knew.
No,
yeah.
we all know.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
knew.
Yeah,
and
thank
it's
you.
nice because we're in an end unit, and it's
Yeah.
professional building, and there's an endodontist on the first floor, and we're up on the second floor,
Yeah.
so it's sort of like a medical space.
It's beautiful. She's got a lot of space up there too. You have two sides.
Yep.
And it's really
6 rooms.
spread out nicely. A beautiful waiting room. Always has good music on.
Yep.
It always smells good
And
in
coffee.
there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We like
All the
that.
essentials.
You got
That's
me a
very
coffee
important.
part.
Yeah.
Good music, good smells, good coffee,
Uh-huh.
and good
good-
services. Love it.
Good laughter.
Yeah. And
obviously.
beauty when you get out.
Right?
Yes. Right?
There is no downside.
Yeah, there is no downside. So, if you want to put it on the podcast, what the phone number is for people to
Oh,
call
sure.
you and book an appointment, go for it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It is 978-660-1410.
Woohoo! All right, everybody out there, call and make an appointment. We'll discuss with her later if she's going to offer all of our listeners a discount. But
I'd be open to that.
Wait a minute.
for
Wait a
sure.
minute.
All right.
For podcast interviewers.
well, that us
well, that-
included.
okay,
yeah,
okay,
That was a given.
obviously.
Launching her career.
So yeah, I'm putting you on the spot actually.
Totally.
Okay. So
Totally.
if you are out there and you're listening and you go into Sorelli Medical Spa in Westford and mention Married to Real Estate, you will get a 10% discount on your services.
And you're taking away her profit. My God.
You know what?
all right.
She's going to get it out of me at some point, so don't worry.
Single-handedly, Mary Elliott's
Yeah.
going to make up for everyone.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
We love making people look happy, feel happy and
Yeah.
look good
Yeah,
and feel
feel
good about
confident
themselves.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really something nice to do for
priceless.
yourself, and it's one of those things that I never thought I would be a person that loved doing this. I never thought I would even really care, about getting wrinkles as I get older, but it's less the wrinkles than it is the sagging that is unstoppable, that could be stopped, that is stopped by these types of
Now,
things.
Andrea, I have a serious question for you. With Valentine's Day around the corner, how would men present this to their lovely ladies?
Well, a lot of men like to come in and buy gift cards.
Yep.
And
Okay.
we usually wrap it up all nice with some little skincare items for
Yep.
them to try, because we have 2 absolutely amazing medical grade skincare lines. You can also buy gift cards on our website, www.sorellimed.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you can buy those right through Square. Or they can call and prepay for a service for their.
So you make it
Their
very
loved one.
easy for
Yeah.
someone
Very
to
easy.
gift this
How
to their
clever.
loved ones. I
Absolutely.
love
Yeah.
that.
And we definitely have some nice husbands in our practice who do so for their.
And those
They're
husbands
wives.
can also get services for themselves.
Right.
We do.
Absolutely.
You'd be surprised. We have, a good amount of men coming for laser hair removal of their neck, so they don't have to shave anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
They come for Diamond Glow facials. They come for Botox. We have
Botox.
a lot of people a lot of guys coming for Botox.
that's
big
interesting.
muscle
Yep.
guys.
Yeah.
Prison guards.
They come for Botox. They come for
Oh,
Botox. That's what I'm
funny.
saying is you'd never
You'd
guess
never
who's
know.
getting
Right.
Botox. It's so many different
Love
random
it.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheels or
Wheels.
spinning.
That's right. That's right.
Nate Tello's going to be on in a couple of weeks, and he runs that brand new bodybuilders gym in Boston. So we're
Right.
going to have to connect him to
Oh,
Sorelli.
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Make them all look beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more beautiful.
And give them some
Enhance
IVs
your
for
your regular beauty.
performance
Right.
at the gym.
Performance, yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you have a client to get to, and so we will let you go. But I want to read this quote because I felt like that's sort of how you've lived your life through change. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. That's
love
by JFK. And it's also lived by Andrea Poulin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you're a role model.
Same standard. Yeah.
You're in great company.
You're a wonderful role model for
Yes.
us,
Oh, thank you.
and we love to meet sisters in business.
Yeah.
That's
same
right.
here.
Yeah.
True.
Love to support other women in business.
And our 2 sons are sort of friends for life, so she's going to be my friend for life
All
too.
right.
We're going to
You
be
got a
at
good
our kids' weddings together
Yep.
someday, looking
Okay.
really young,
Really,
fresh.
really
Yeah,
young and fresh.
must have had those
Best
best
looking
looking
ones.
Rested
yes.
and hydrated.
very well. Yep,
Pre-game with some IVs.
totally, totally.
There we go. There
Yeah.
we go.
Lovely.
Andrea,
Just
thanks
lovely.
for coming in.
Thanks
We're
so much
so
for
grateful.
having me.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Really fun.
Andrea.
Okay,
All
so
right.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.